Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Far From the Madding Crowd and I must say I absolutely loved it. The panorama, the camera shots were just utterly splendiferous, and just the sprawling landscape of English countryside is something that I have adored ever since I've been small. And it's from the book of the same name, and you have a woman, and I quite like this woman. I think I can relate to her quite a bit. Her name is Bathsheba Everdeen, and she is a fiercely independent woman, and she she can take care of herself, and she finds her attention drawn away by three different men. I'm not going to say who the men are, and it's a very interesting story taking place in the 1800s, and you learn quite a bit about husbandry and gentry, and I'm not sure what war they were fighting in. It might have been the Revolutionary War, because it was the 1800s and they were redcoats, and they said, why won't you go and fight for Queen and country? So maybe I'm thinking that was why. But it was just an outstanding story, and one that will bring you to tears more often than not. But strangely enough, it has a happy ending, and it's very interestingly told. And if you enjoy English romance and period pieces, then this is the movie for you. And it's just incredibly good, and the acting is just top notch. And I didn't know anybody who was involved with it, and I'd never read the novel, but it felt like I was actually involved with the whole literary process, and like these characters were being breathed into existence, and it was really quite astonishing. And just like I said before, the actual shots in and of themselves were pure poetry in motion, and it ends the way that you wanted to end for a romance, and for me it's just, that's icing on the cake. And I thought it was flawless. The soundtrack, perfect. A lot of the songs made me feel rather nostalgic, because a lot of my background is, I'm mostly German, but I've got Irish, Scottish, British, Welsh, so I'm a lot of the English Isles. I am the English Isles. Pride, woo! No, just kidding. I shouldn't say that, but hearing those songs in their original dialect just made me so happy, and gave me just this sense of, oh, I'm home. I never left. But it was just utterly beautiful, and just the whole idea of the persistence of Mr. Oak. And I thought, yeah, these names are rather allegorical in and of themselves as well, and I like that. I love that style, and he's sturdy, and he's loyal and true, and his roots are firmly established. Yeah, he does give her an ultimatum. I'm not going to say what happens. I mean, there's just, I'm being slightly spoilerish here, but it's just a wonderful film, and beautifully done and portrayed, and I loved every second of it. I just couldn't get enough of it, and I like period pieces due to the fact that you learn a lot about history, even though I was familiarized with the history being an Anglophile and such. So yeah, this movie was really up my alley. It was my cup of tea, as they say. Pip pip cheerio, no, that's sort of rot. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, I can never get that. I can never lose that integral part of me, because it is me. But as far as films are concerned, it's just gorgeous, and marvelously so, and just utterly fantastic and fabulous. And just resplendent in every way, shape, and form. This is pure poetry, and give it 2 thumbs, way up, 5 stars, hands down. And I'm watching it the whole time, and I'm thinking, my dad would be totally in love with this film if he saw it, and my mom too, because we're all huge Anglophiles, and we're not ashamed. But that's about all I have to say about Far From the Madding Crowd, and it is a masterpiece in the utmost sense. And I shall see you next time. Live long, prosper. Ciao tutti!